I'm Rachel Butler. I'm a marine biologist and wildlife filmmaker, and I've just finished working on Oceans, Our Blue Planet. I've seen some pretty amazing things underwater, like being in the middle of a super pod of dolphins or coming face to face with ragged-toothed sharks in the middle of a shipwreck. When people hear about these amazing wildlife encounters, they often ask, how do you become a marine biologist? My first answer would be, you need to figure out what your passion is. For me, it all started when I was a little girl. Almost every single day in the summer, my dad and I would go rock pooling. But as soon as I watched the film Free Willy, I became a little bit obsessed with orcas and with whales. I'd draw little orcas and little orca heads, whale heads and mermaids and scribble all over my school books because I was always daydreaming about what else might live under the waves. But daydreaming would only get me so far. To achieve my goals, I had to study. The obvious choices for subjects at school are biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, geography. To be completely honest though, just as long as you study biology or you have an understanding of biology, all you really need to have is passion. And beyond your studies, you need to think about how you want to spend your time. You need to ask yourself, what kind of marine biologist do you want to be? Do you want to be on the ocean or in the ocean? Do you want to be working in a laboratory? Are you happier with a microscope, or do you want to be in a submersible under the ocean? Do you want to be working in the poles? Do you want to be in the tropics? Do you want to be a wildlife filmmaker? Do you want to find the next species out there? You might want to develop the next technologies that will allow us to explore even more of the oceans, whether that be an ROV or drones or satellites that will look on the ocean from above. Once you know what your passion is and you've got your qualifications, then go and get experience. My passion, as well as whales, was coral reefs, and so I wanted to learn as much as I possibly could about corals. So I volunteered with a charity for 7 months. It's one thing reading about animals underwater, and it's another immersing yourself in the underwater world and diving down and seeing these animals firsthand. With this group, I learnt over 300 different species of tropical fish, about 100 different species of coral, and about 150 species of invertebrate. And whilst I was there, I got a lot of dives under my belt and became a competent diver. And it was these skills that helped me to get my first ever job as a marine biologist on the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. From here, I decided to pursue a career in underwater wildlife filmmaking. When I think back to being a little girl, being obsessed with orcas and whales, I can't quite believe that I've just finished working on a film called Oceans, Our Blue Planet. It's been a dream come true. The ocean covers 2/3 of our planet, and marine biologists have made so many amazing discoveries about what lives in the oceans and what happens in there. But yet with that vast an area, there are so many more incredible discoveries, I'm sure, still to be found. Such as, where do whale sharks go to give birth? How do sperm whales catch giant squid? What else lives in the deep sea? I mean, we've found some incredible things down there. Just think about the other amazing things that are down there that we have no idea even exists yet. And I find that a really exciting thought. Who are the next generation of marine biologists and filmmakers, and what are they going to discover?